benchmark 64 races. A little claim here for Letitia as well. Will not hurt his cause. Yeah, I think he's in this. I've got him there in the top 4.
Number 11, True Kisses, $3.20.
Well, yeah, look, she's a Schnitzel filly. I haven't been blown away by what she's offered overall this preparation. She was able to win at Warwick Nabil. She has backed up, and every run she's put down since then has been pretty good. She's placed her last couple. She was there in the Swan Hill Carnival. Not too bad as well. She's got this tricky draw here. I wonder what they're going to do from that one. Whether she gets back, tries to come over the top of them, or maybe she could be positive. She's a chance in the race. There's no question about that. I've got her second pick.
12 is Oh Baby, $4.20 out to $4.60.
Yes, that's right. And she's a Murtoa winner, this girl. She won her maiden here at Murtoa. Going back into last preparation, she's on the quick turnaround. Obviously, she ran at Warrnambool a couple of days ago, and she's getting off, heavy tracks. She's had most of this preparation. She was working home pretty well. I mean, she made that move at Warrnambool a couple of days ago, got herself into the race, and she stuck on there to finish top 3. So having won at this track and trip, and she's one of only a couple today that have done, I think she's certainly in the mix and well respected in the market.
13 is Superbag, $12.
Yeah, Superbag is fourth up today. Ran a good race at Warwick Nabil first up. And then led up on the Saturday there in the Not a Blemish race at Swan Hill. Really pretty tired at the end of that. Backed up a week later and is backing up essentially a week and a bit later from Narracourt. Last couple haven't really thrilled us, but he's got the wherewithal to use this gate. He'll just be landing there, I would say. His only win came on a heavy track, but he's effective on this as well. He can give you a sight, certainly a place chance.
14 is Barely a Grin, 17 out to 18. Peter Young will be grinning if this one gets up.
Oh, absolutely, he will be, as he was when it won first up at Horsham at some big odds. I didn't mind it second up down there at Caston and at the meeting that was moved from Hamilton. Led the way, but he wasn't able to finish off that day. He's gone back, had a run at home since there at Hamilton, and was off speed, didn't lead that day, but he was just never really coming in there, never threatening as a big winning chance. Got the draw here to get the right sort of run. I think probably front half today, and he wouldn't be shocking me if he was to go better.
15 Zarevna, $8.50 out to $9.
Yes, Steph Thornton taking the ride on this mare. Had a placing there. Same race as Barely a Grin a couple of starts ago. Covered some ground. Drew Whitus covered some ground and was only going down basically pretty much a 3/4 of a length. Now, last start was wide and didn't really get any sort of leading into that finish. She's not going too badly, this girl, and just in the single figures there, obviously, she's given some winning hope.
16 is Tough Vintage, 61 out to 71 with Stan the Man Stakos.
Yeah, look, he's a jumper. He came back at Hamilton, the meeting, a couple of months ago now. First up, 1,600 off 6 months off the scene. Led them up, thank you, and wasn't able to finish off. He'll want further than this, clearly. He might replicate what he did there and try to race forward, even over the mile, but I doubt he can finish off.
It's been a bit of coin thrown at this one, Kev. That is number 1, Mr. Coin, 21 into 12.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's pretty good. Mr. Coin, he's had 2 fresh runs and he's been beaten a long way in both of them. Obviously, former Matt Kamani horse now with Simon Morris. He's been beaten actually further than 15 lengths in his 2 fresh runs. He improved to win at Donald second up last November on Donald Cup Day. And from memory, it was like 31 into 10 or something that day, and he backed it up with a 1.5 mile win. He'll want further than what he's got today.
Number 5 is Rua Kanapu, $14.
Yeah, $14. Well, look, he's He's not setting the world on fire, this fella. He beat Steel Caps today. He won over 2,000 at Mildura. We saw Steel Caps ran well earlier today. And he was favourite in the race that Bean Track. When Bean Track won his maiden at Warwick Nabil, Salmon was labelled a slugger. Rua Kanapu was the beaten favourite on that occasion. Look, 100 to 1 about him last time at Ballarat. He needs to lift his game for mine, and I couldn't find him top 4 today.
Number 8 is Johnny Umar, 8 out to 950.
Well, yes, he's our other Murtoa winner on the day. I liked his second up run. He improved markedly on the return, which was at 64 level. It came down to 58 and he went forward a much more positive approach that day. Really, last time was looking terrible. I mean, he's beaten out of sight, but it was a heavy 10. His first go on a heavy, I think, for mine, I'm choosing just to forgive him. Just outright put a line through that one and focus on that Geelong run. I think if you do that, he's a horse that should take close order in the run. He's won at the track and trip, and remains his only win, of course. And I think he can race very well here. $10 about him. I've got him on top.
Your tips?
Yeah, look, Johnny Yuma, the rebel Johnny Yuma, let's call him that. I'm about to break into that song. What a beauty. He's on top. Johnny Yuma, True Kisses, the Danger, Holby and Prince and Magna Zone, 8, 11, 6 and 3.
Let's get a market update. Saddles up a couple of nice chances here for Darren Weir.
Yes, thanks, Darren, for joining us. It's been a good day so far, obviously. You've got a couple here. True Kiss is our favourite. Look, she seems limited for mine, but she's honest at the same time. Her last few starts, since she won her maiden there at Warwick Nabil, she's sort of stepped up and batting away okay.
I suppose that's a big way to sum her up. She's honest, and hopefully that she gets a nice run for the widest barrier, the best we can, and maybe, probably the middle of the pack was a bit of cover and produce late. So leave that in Johnny's hands.
Okay, yeah, well, that was my question there because it does look a tricky draw. Figured that might be the play just to slot in, find that sort of trail that can give her that chance to finish off.
Yeah, that's an ideal scenario for her and gives her every chance from that draw. But like I said, just leave it up to the Johnny how he leaves the barriers and how he thinks the tempo of the race is first 400 odd metres.
Yeah, probably our other one here, Rua Kanapu, is looking similarly limited for mine. The 2 runs back have only sort of been so-so, haven't they? He's probably got to lift his mark now to find another win. Albeit he does come back a level here.
That's correct, and he's drawn a bit nicer, so hopefully he can get a nice run just off the pace and be feeding through and be really hitting the line strong. And I'm sure whatever he does today, he'll continue to come on from for next start. But look, he presented really well and he's gone the barriers nice in good order. So hopefully gets his chance to run well.
Okay, he went out 100 to 1 last time. You don't see that much from the stable runners. Over to the last race, you've got Equieto, and if one of these is successful here, you'll be looking at 5 for the day with Equieto. Sam chatted to Dean Yendall earlier this day. He did remark about this fella that he could get going and over race at times.
Yes, he can overdo it a bit early, and I think today, here he's drawn out a little bit, but I don't think that's going to be a touch of a negative. He can just sort of take his time to get him into a nice rhythm, whether that's in front or just sitting off the leader. Depends on how the speed is getting the first corner, and get into a nice rhythm, and hopefully he'll give a kick when it's needed late.
Okay, all right. Well, as I mentioned, a good day so far. It may not be done with yet. Thanks, Darren.
Thanks very much, Kevin.
Darren Murphy talking about the stables runners still to come, a couple here as we get right on start time. Let's go up to Adam Crittenden.
Okay, Kev, thank you. And I don't think any of them have moved in as yet. I don't get a great view of the start point, but we're right on start time. I can see part of barrier 1, which is where Mr. Coin would be, and yes, I can just see the splash of the black and the pink going in now. So they are commencing the loading process here. So Mr. Coin ready. Ruakanapu's about to go in. Johnny Yuma drawn inside of him. Super Bags up into gate 2 and Barely a Grin into 3. True Kiss is being challenged by Tsarevna for favouritism late. Tsarevna's into $4.20 and True Kisses has drifted out to $4. True Kisses has the outside barrier still to overcome, so she'll certainly need her share of luck to win. Last 2 or 3 getting ready here for the Solomit Strawboard Handicap, race 9. Lights turned on, starter heads around. And True Kisses to come up into the outside gate. And they're just about set to go. They're ready. All in. Signals there. Off they go. And Johnny Yuma, one of the first to break the line with Holbein, Prince Tsarevna, Magnazone out wide, pressing forward. Barely a Grin and Superbag just in behind those, followed by Tough Vintage, Oh Baby, Ruakanapu, True Kisses back near the rear and wide out. And last is Mr. Coin. So into the back, Holbein Prince went around the outside and headed off Magnazone, and Johnny Yuma's opted for a trail 2. He's third on the inside of Tough Vintage with Superbag up to 5th, and then Tsarevna just over a length away to Barely a Grin, True Kisses. Mr. Coin back in the ruck there with Ruakanapu and Oh Baby. So they head inside the 900. Front runner Holbein Prince, a half to 3/4 Magnazone, 1.5 to Tough Vintage in third position ahead of Johnny Yuma and Superbag. Then Tsarevna 2 lengths away to Barely a Grin, True Kisses, Oh Baby and Ruakanapu, and the last one is Mr. Coin. Down towards the home turn, Holbein Prince still 3/4 in front. Magnazone being urged along in second spot. 2 to Johnny Yuma. Tough Vintage off the bit. Superbag the inside. Tsarevna running on deeper out, and True Kisses has got her back and gets a nice trail up. Followed Barely a Grin, Oh Baby, Ruakanapu, Mr. Coin. They swing. Holbein Prince just from Magnazone. Johnny Yuma, Tsarevna and True Kisses running on strongly out wide, and Oh Baby's the deepest out. At the 200 though, True Kisses rushed up. She went straight past them, it seemed. Got away from Tsarevna, Oh Baby into a place possibility, and then followed by Holbein Prince, but True Kisses comes away. Another one for the Weir stable today, and also for Johnny Allen, and she goes on to win well. True Kisses by 2.5 lengths to Oh Baby. Third either Holbein Prince or Tsarevna, followed by next in was Superbag and Barely a Grin with Magnazone, followed then by Mr. Coin and Johnny Yuma, Tough Vintage, and the last one in was Ruakanapu.
4 winners for Darren Weir today, 3 for Johnny Allen. Good day at the office. True Kisses, $3.70 and $1.50. Oh Baby, $2.40. And Holbein Prince, $3.70 after leading up at a fairly solid tempo. Cruised along out in front, and but True Kisses had the drop. Horses have been a race. The Weir horses racing in great form today.
Oh, absolutely. It's been the star of the show as Darren Weir, with 4 out of the 9 so far. It's got a chance to win the last 2 with Equieto, but has lived up to well, equal favouritism as it turned out. She drifted out to 4.20. Tsarevna was backed in 8.50 to join her on that price. But True Kisses defies the drift to hold up and put down her second win, and another win for John Allen on the day. She's now won 2 out of 13 with 5 minor placings. as we spoke to Darren pre-race. She does have a level of honesty. I don't think she's ever going to hit the heights, this filly. But you never know. She's in good hands. She may be able to climb through the grades. I shouldn't say that. Oh Baby second, Holby and Prince, then Sorevna, 11, 12, 6, 15. Here he is again. How many chats you had to this man today? Sam, here's Darren Murphy.
Just for the 5th time today, Kev. True Kisses, Darren Murphy. Darren, gee, she rounded that off well. She's good when you let her find her feet like that. She had a good finish.
Yeah, she really showed true ability today, Sam. And, as I said to Kevin before, maybe it might have been in the middle of the pack, but Johnny assessed the situation, brilliantly getting the first corner, and the tempo was nice and rolling and reasonably solid for the opposition. So we just sort of gave her time to get in a nice rhythm and peeled out at the correct time. And was really strong through the line. For a 3-year-old filly, it was a very progressive win.
She's very honest.
Very honest, Sam, and hopefully we'll see more of it to come. And for Blue Bloodstock, Thoroughbreds and all the connections, it's a good win for her to see a win like that today.
Well done, Darren. Of course, Darren Weir is now on Instagram, and he's been posting like crazy today, Weary. So Darren Weir Racing, his 21 posts have gone up, and he's already got 88 followers. So get around Darren Weir Racing on Instagram. And I'm sure there'll be a few pictures of what has happened at Murtoa here today. And Johnny Allen will feature in a few of those. This is his 3rd winner for the day in the Blue Blood Thoroughbred colours. Around this way, Johnny. Around this way. And should know where it is. You've done it 3 times today. True Kisses. Well done.
Yeah. Look, we were drawn a little awkwardly. We were able to get into a good spot, and they rolled on a real solid tempo, and look, wasn't the strongest race today, so on her form she was probably entitled to win.
Gate made it a little bit tricky though.
Yeah, but as I said, we rolled along a real solid tempo, so I was able to slot in midfield there somewhere with a bit of cover, and look, she just tracked into the race at the right time and was too good for him.
Well done, Johnny. 3 winners.
Cheers, thank you.
There's Johnny Allen. True Kisses gets the money in the Solomon Strawboard handicap over the mile, and sweet ride there.